Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. How is it? How are we? How are we? Right, I believe I am live again. So welcome back. It's week 2. I have something to read out again before I start. So if you are under 18, tell your parents you are doing this session. Feel free to ask questions and make comments, but stay safe online by just using your first name. Don't give out any of your contact details, and I hope you enjoy today's session. Brilliant. So, make sure you got your keyboard right in front of you, get a bottle of water, and make sure you're just ready to start the session, and we'll get going soon. So I want to say as well, I got quite a lot of nice comments after last week's session, and that was really nice. So if you're enjoying them, keep them going, because that's really nice to hear. Right, I think I'm going to jump straight in. So try and get your keyboard in front of you. You can pause the video if you're not ready, and you can pause at any time throughout the session. So last week, what did we do? We learned what notes the keys play on the keyboard. We learned how to find a note amongst the keys. We learned what sharps and flats are, what number your fingers are, and we learned about playing with both hands. We had a bit of a practice with that. So, oh, look at this. It's already game time straight away. Right, so we're going to do a really quick round just to refresh our memories of what we did last week. Okay, so what note do you find here? And you find the 3 black notes together. Take the middle one and take one step up. What note are you going to find there? Time's running out. We're going really quick this round. Just jogging your memory. Okay, so the answer is A. Do you remember that? If you did, yay, you get a point. Congratulations. Right, there you go. So you find your middle, 3 black notes, middle one up. That's how we found our A last week. So you got 10 seconds again. What is this note here? Okay, starts now. What is this note? So we're looking for that note there. Do you remember how to find that note from last week? Okay, time's nearly up. And the answer is, it's an E. If you got that, yay, you get a point. Congratulations. Okay, we're doing one more. What is this one here? This note here. So we're going on to the black keys now. Do you remember how to figure out what the black keys are called? Okay, you have seconds starting now. Can you find this note and tell me what it's called? Okay, time's nearly running out. And the answer is C sharp or D flat. So you either sharpen the C or flatten the D because it's next to both of those notes. So if you got that, yay, you get a point. Congratulations. Okay, now I want you to tell me what finger is that. So if you're looking at, it's like if you're looking at your own hands like this, or like this. So this is your right hand, and you want to tell me what finger that is, okay? So if you're looking, you want to find this finger. Can you remember what it is? The answer is, so we named our fingers. Thumb is always number 1, if you remember correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we asked you to find this one. So it's number 4. So if you got number 4, yay, you get a point. Congratulations. Okay, I think this is the last question. So what is this finger here? So look at the hand, we're holding it up in front of us. So it might give you a clue to which hand it is. And we're finding this finger here. Can you remember what it is? We'll find out. Okay, time's nearly running out. And the answer is, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The answer is number 2 because we have to find this one. So if you got number 2, yay, you got a point. And we've got keyboard Katie back, who's fantastic. Brill. So today, good job everyone. Okay. Okay, so today we said we're looking at chords. It's week 2. We're going to look at chords today. Chords are amazing. You can do anything with chords. They're fantastic. You can line them up, make them sound lovely, make them sound horrible. Chords are so good. And you might be asking, what are chords? What are chords? Chords makes no sense. I have no idea what a chord is other than an iPhone cable charging my phone. I don't know. Okay, so what a chord is. In the dictionary you might see it saying a combination of multiple musical tones sounded simultaneously. But forget that. We're just going to learn it as playing 2 or more notes at the same time. So 2 or more notes played at the same time. That is what a chord is. And that's what we're going to be looking into a bit more today. So before we go on to chords, we need to learn 2 more bits of terminology. Okay? Just 2 words. One of them is tone and one of them is a semitone. So what a tone is a 2-note step up or down a keyboard. So you're going up from 1 note and you go 2 notes up, and that's your tone. Or you can go down as well. A semitone is a 1-note step up or down the keyboard. So it's a similar thing, but instead of skipping a note and going to the next one, you just go straight up. Or those are semitones from each other. If it's a bit confusing, don't worry, we're going to go over it a bit more now. So if we find a tone, we'll work out how to play a tone. So find an F on your keyboard. Okay. And we're going to go a tone up. So that's 2 steps. So there's 1, 2, 1, 2. So we ignore the 1, skip over it and go straight to the 2, the second step. So we go. So that's how we play in a tone. Okay? And we're going to do, you can do that from anywhere. So you can go between C and D, because there's a note between them. So C to D is a tone, or D to C is a tone. You can go C sharp to D sharp, or D sharp to C sharp. That's a tone because there's this note between them. You can go E to F sharp, because there's an F between, there's 1 note between. They're a tone away from each other. You can go G to A, or A to G, because there's the A flat or G sharp between them. And you can even go from B flat to C, because there's that note between them. So if there's a note between 2 keys, then it is a tone away from each other. So you're always skipping a step and then going on to the next key, and that's how you find a tone. Hey, so all of these are tones. Ding. Brilliant. Okay, so if we do the same but with semitones, find your F again on the keyboard. So we're counting, so there's 1 step going here and 2 steps. Oh, it's 1 step, yeah, we're doing semitones, sorry. So it's just 1 step. We're not skipping any notes, we're taking 1 step, so just the next note up or the next note down is a semitone. So from F to F sharp, that is a semitone. Or you can go C to C sharp to C, D to D sharp to D, E to F or F to E, G to A flat or A flat to G, or B to C and C back to B. All of these are examples of semitones. So if we remember, a tone is 2 steps and a semitone is 1 step. So it's half a tone, so it's 1 step. So all these are semitones. Ding! Everyone on YouTube uses that sound effect, and it works every time. Bro. So, oh no, what's happening? The screen's going dark. It means, that's right, once again, it is game time. So, get ready for this. I'm asking you, what is a chord? Okay, is it a single note just chilling on its own? Is it 2 or more notes played at the same time? Or is it C, Animal Crossing New Horizons for Nintendo Switch? Okay, you think you've got 10 seconds? So what is a chord? Is it a single note on its own, 2 or more notes played at the same time, or is it Animal Crossing New Horizons for Nintendo Switch? Which I don't have and I'm very sorry about. Okay, time's up. The answer is, oh no, my joke just went real quick. It's C, Animal Crossing New Horizons for Nintendo Switch. Just kidding. It's not really, it's B. So if you got that, 2 or more notes played at the same time, then yay, you get a point. Congratulations. So that's what a chord is. Okay. What is a semitone? Okay. Is it A, a 1-note step up or down the keyboard? Is it B, a 2-note step up or down the keyboard? Or is it C, Animal Crossing's New Horizons for Nintendo Switch? Okay, 10 seconds. So is it a 1-note step up and down the keyboard? Is it a 2-note step up or down the keyboard? Or is it Animal Crossing New Horizons for Nintendo Switch? It's a tough round. Time's nearly up. The answer is A. I wasn't playing the trick this time. A. If you got that, yay, you get a point. So it's a 1-note step up or down the keyboard. That's what a semitone is. Okay. Now I want you to go on your keyboard. You'll have a bit more time for this one. And I want you to find the note C and play a tone up. Okay, so find the note C and play the tone up. Time is started. So if you go on your keyboard, find any C note and then play a tone up from that. Will you be able to do that? Do you remember how you do that? Okay. So time is nearly running out. And the answer is D. Did you find that? If you can play this along with me. Or that is the sound of victory and you get a point. Yay. Congratulations. So if you struggle with that at all, we'll go over it now, how we did that. So we found a C on the keyboard. I'm going to use this C for an example. And we remembered it's 2 steps. So we skip one and then we go to the second one. So from the C, we go straight over to the D. And that's a tone up. So that's how we got on D. So we played a tone up from C and landed on D. So congratulations if you got that. Not to worry if you didn't. We'll go over some more questions. So I want you to find an A on the keyboard now. And then play a tone down. Okay? Time starts now. So we're looking to find an A note on the keyboard. And we're playing a tone down. Can you remember how you define that? Remember it's down this time. Can you find a tone down from the note A? Okay, time's nearly up. And you should land on one of these. Any of those. If you land on a G, then yay, you get a point. Congratulations. So we'll go over that again, how we got there. So we found our A on the keyboard. We found the note A. And then we remember 2 steps because it's a tone. And we remember we miss out the first step. So we go straight down 2. And that lands us here on a G. So we go, that's a tone down from an A. A, G. So if you got that, well done. Good work. So what I want you to do now is find an E flat on the keyboard and play a tone up. Time is starting now. So we're looking for an E flat and then we're going to play a tone up. Okay? So we're on the black notes now. We need to find an E flat amongst the black notes and we're going to play a tone up. Time's nearly up. And you should be on an F. Play it with me. Oh yeah. So if you got that, yay, you got a point. We've got a new character today. I quite like him. I like his little tags coming out his shoes. His hair looks like a wave. And his tie looks immaculately ironed. I don't know how he's done that. But yeah, so if you got an F, congratulations. We're going to go over how we did that. So we're looking for a tone up from an E flat. So we found our E flat. So if you don't know how to get that, you find an E, and because it's a flat, it goes down the keyboard, so we're flattening the E, and we're on the E flat. Then 1, 2 steps, missing the first one, and we go straight to here, which is the F. So congratulations if you got that one. Okay, so now I want you to find the note B and play a semitone up. Okay, time starts now. So we're looking for a semitone up this time from the note B. Will you find which note it is? So just a semitone up from B. Okay, time's nearly up. And the answer is, it's C. C. So if you got a C landed on this note, any of these, then you get a point. Congratulations. Yay. Yay, you get the point. Okay, so how we did that, we found our B, and then we played a semitone up. And we remember that's just one step. We're not looking to skip any notes, we're just going up to the next note. So we go up there, and we land here on the C, and that's how we found out a semitone up from a B. So if you got that right, again, congratulations. Now I want you to find a G and play a semitone down, okay? Time is starting now. Find a G and play a semitone down. So you're finding a G on your keyboard and playing a semitone down this time. Time is nearly up. Did you get the answer? So you should be on here. Play along. If you could play that along with me, then congratulations. You got a point? Yay. Yay! If you didn't get that, or you want to just check how you got it, then we'll go through it now. So what we did, we found our G on the keyboard. We're on the G, and we're going a semitone down. So remember, not skipping any notes again, just one step straight down. And we land here on an F sharp or a G flat. You might have got it as a G flat. Either one is correct. So you land in here. So if you got that note, well done. Okay, now I want you to find an E flat and play a semitone down from an E flat. Okay, time starts now. So we're looking for an E flat on the keyboard, and we're playing a semitone down from that E flat. So it's similar to what we've just done before, but we're starting on a black note this time. Don't let that scare you, just do the same thing you've been doing. Okay, so time is nearly up. D. So play your note. If it sounds like any of those, or it looks like it does on my keyboard below here, then congratulations. Yay! Yay! You got a point. Well done. How we found that again? We found the E flat. So if you're struggling to find that, we find the E and flatten it. E, E flat, E, E flat. So we're on the E flat, and we're playing one step down. That's just one semitone down. So we're finding and landing on a D. So well done if you got that. Wicked. Good job, everyone. That is the end of this game time. Okay, so there are different types of chords we're looking at. There's thousands and thousands of types of chords. You can get power chords on big electric guitars, you'll hear them. You can get really nice extended luscious jazz and chords. You can get really nice hollow chords with cinematic. They're just fantastic. But today we're going to look at two main types of chords. Okay, those are major and minor. So okay, so when we're distinguishing the difference between major and minor chords, the way you can kind of hear the difference is a major sounds a bit happier than the minor. So here's a major chord. See, it has sort of happy sound to it. And then change that into a minor chord. There we go. It sounds a bit sad. It's got a sadness to it compared to the other one. Of course, it's always going to change in context of how you hear it, but right now, to remember what the difference between them, major chord will sound happy, and a minor chord's going to sound sad. Okay? Right, so how we're going to figure out a major chord. This might be a bit complicated at the start, but we're going to go through it quite a bit, so you'll get the hang of it. So what you do is you find your root note. So if you're going to play a C major chord, your root note will be C. And then we go up 2 tones from the root note and we land on a major third. So there's 3 notes in these chords in a major chord. The root note, the major third, and the 5th. So if we find the root note and we go up 2 tones, that's your major third there. You've landed on that. And then if you go up 1 semitone and 1 tone, 1 tone and 1 semitone, either way, you'll land here. And together they make your major chord. Okay, so we're going to go through that again, but you can see it a bit on the screen better. Wicked. So we're starting here, we're doing the C major again, just like I've just done. So find your C and put your first finger on that. So we're using our right hand for this. So use your thumb and put that on your C note. Okay. Then we're going to go up. So that's your root note here. And to get to the next note, we needed to go up 2 tones. Okay. Do you remember to do that? So here's 1 and here's 2. And we've landed here. So put your third finger on that note. That's the middle finger here. Put that on that note there, because that's your major third. So your major third, your third finger, and then play those 2 together. That's half of your chord there. Then we remember to get to the next note, we needed a tone and then a semitone to land on it. So that's 3 steps in total. So if we go up a tone, then we go up a semitone, and there you go. And that's your 5th. So put your 5th finger on that. A good thing to kind of know when you're playing like this, you want to put your hand, imagine there's a ball right in the back of your hand. So you don't want to play it flat, you don't want to play the notes like this. You want to arch your hand up a little bit and play them like this. So imagine there's an orange, people say, imagine there's an orange right in the back of your hand, or a ball, something sort of round in the hand, but your fingertips are still free. So you're putting your thumb on the root note, which is C. You're putting your middle finger on the major third, which is E, and you're putting your little finger, your 5th finger, on the G, and that's your 5th. And play them together with me. C, E, and G. So if you're playing that, you've got your C major. Brilliant. So we're going to do that again, but from an F, so we're going to make an F major chord this time. So find your F, and put your thumb on that one, your first finger, and that's your root note. So we're playing an F major, so F's your root note here. And then remember we want to go to the next step, so we're going up 2 tones, remember that? So we're going up 1, and then 2, and we'll land here, and put your third finger here. That's your major third there. And then we want to find our 5th, and how we do that is we go up 1 tone and 1 semitone. So 1 tone will land us here, and a semitone here. So if you put your little finger on this note here, so if you play them all together, the notes are F, A, and C. Make of that what you will. But if you play them all together, you'll get an F major. Brilliant. And it sounds nice, doesn't it? So we're going to do that once more with a G major this time. So find your G and put your thumb on there, your first finger. That's your root note. Then if you remember how to get to the third, it's 2 tones. So go up 1, go up 2, and put your third finger here. Then we want to find our 5th from our major third. And remember how you do that, it's up 1 tone and 1 semitone. So we go one tone and one semitone, and we land here, and you're putting your little finger there as a fifth. So yeah, and then if you put them together, that's how you get in your G major chord. Brilliant. So remember, your hand might be struggling to reach these notes together. You'll get more used to that as you stretch. The more you play, the more your hands get used to playing. That's kind of how I have to see it. But if it is a bit achy, feel free to pause it and take a break. But try and remember you've got the orange in the back of your hand. So you've got your G major there. G, B, D. So we figured out how to play a G major. Brilliant. So now we're going to look at the minor chords. Remember there's two types, the happy and the sad chord. That's a minor chord there. So what we do here, if you notice there's three notes again in the chord, the root note, the minor third and the fifth. So the root note and the fifth are the same in the minor chord as they are in the major chord. There's only one note that is different, and that is the third. It becomes a minor third instead of a major third. Hence why it's a minor chord. And if you look at the steps between the notes, it's swapped around. So before it was plus two tones and then plus one tone and a semitone. Now it's plus one tone and a semitone and then plus two tones. So it's swapped around. So it might be a bit confusing, but once you get the hang of it and you learn it, you understand that properly. Okay, so we're going to do that again. So we're going to get a C minor this time. So we find our root note, which is a C. Find your C, put your thumb there, and that's your root note. Okay, so now instead of going up two tones, we're going up one tone and one semitone. So one tone, one semitone, and put your third finger there. Again, this might be a bit tricky if you're not used to playing white notes and black notes at the same time, but you will get used to it the more you play. So that's your minor third here. Together that's half your chord. Okay, and now we went up two tones to find our fifth. Okay, so here's one. Big flamboyant move from the arrow. And then one more. Bam, there you go. And you put your fifth finger there, and that is your fifth. So you play them all together, you can play a C minor. And the notes are C, E flat, and G. And that is your C minor. So we're going to do that again with an A minor this time. So find your A note and put your thumb on there, your first finger, or you can play it here. Either way is fine. So remember, not up two tones, we're going up one tone and a semitone, and then we're going to get on our minor third through that. So here's one tone and one semitone. So we're skipping the first note, and then after that we're going straight up one step. And we go here, and we land on our minor third. So put your third finger, your middle finger on that note, on your C. Okay, so now we're going to look for our fifth. To get that, remember we're going up two tones because it's a minor chord. So here's one, and here's two. And you're landing here. So put your little finger on this note here. And that's your fifth. So together we've got A, C and E. A minor is the ace chord, so we play that, and you've got an A minor here. Brilliant. And then you've got an A minor. Oh, sorry, I've gone through it again. Also, whilst I'm doing this, if you've got any questions, I've got all the comments up in front of me. Tracy is here. Hello Tracy, how are you? Yeah, so feel free to put any comments if you're struggling with anything or you want any tips. Brilliant. So I'm going to show you a trick now of how to go from C major to C minor, or any major chord to any minor chord, quite simply. So if you're remembering how to get a major chord but struggling to get the minor, you can do it like this. So if you find a C major, we remember it's C, E and G. And then remember that the root note and the fifth stay the same. So we're keeping them, the C and the G, in the same place. But to get a minor chord, we flatten the third. So the major third becomes a minor third by flattening it. So we're going down one step, one semitone down from the major third. So we go down there, so that E comes up here, and it becomes an E flat, and suddenly we've got a C minor. Okay? So if we want to do that in reverse, go from a C minor to a C major, what we do is we sharpen the third this time. So go back up. You can do this from anywhere with any minor chord. Sharpen the third, bring it up here, and it becomes an E, and then you get a C major. Brilliant. So that's a little trick. So remember the middle note, your third, if it's a major, if you want to go from minor to major, you go up one. If you want to go from major to minor, you go down one. Okay? So these are the chords we've learned. We've got our C major, we've got our F major, we've got our G major, we've got our C minor, and we've got our A minor. So we've played those chords. Now we should try and remember those chords. So if we go through them again, you want to play a C major with me, C, E, G, and we've got that. E, G. Don't worry about your left hand. I'm playing stuff with my left hand, but don't worry about that for now. Just go. And then we're going to go to an F major, F, A, C. And then G major, so it's G, B, and D. Brilliant. Then C minor, C, E flat, and G. And A minor, which is A, C, E. If you want to learn those a bit better on your own, feel free to pause the video and just get a bit of a get to grips with those, and then you can play the video afterwards. Brilliant. So the screen is going dark. We know what that means. It's game time, ladies and gentlemen, and anyone else. It's game time. So, you've got 10 seconds. Tell me what kind of chord sounds happy. So remember, we looked at two types of chords. One sounded happy, one sounded different to that. What is the happy one? Okay. Time is up. And the answer is a major chord. Brilliant. So if you got that, yay, you get a point. Congratulations. You know what I'm... So, we're going the opposite now. What kind of chord sounds sad? We learnt two chords. First one was major. What is this one? Okay, so you've got 10 seconds starting now. One is happy, one is sad. Will you get that? And the answer is minor. So if you've got a minor chord, remember that's the sad one. Yay, you get a sad yay. Yay. So major, happy, minor, sad. Okay, so how many notes are there in a major or minor chord? Okay, time starts now. And for a bonus point, can you remember what those notes would be called? So how many notes are there in major and minor chords? And what are those notes called? Okay, time is up. The answer is 3 notes, 3 in total. So, yay, you get a point for that. And you get bonus points if you remember their names. One is the root note, one is the major third or the minor third, and then one is the 5th. So if you got those, you get another yay. Yay. Okay, so you got a bit longer now. I want you to play a C major chord on your keyboard. So you might remember how to work it out, or you might just remember the notes and want to do it like that. Either way is fine. Time starts now. So we're playing a C major chord on your keyboard in front of me. Okay? So we're looking on the keyboard and we're playing a major chord. Can you play a C major chord on your keyboard? Let's find out. So time's about up. And here it is. C major. Yeah, so if you got that, C, E and G, and it sounds like this or this, yay, you get a point. Congratulations. So if you didn't get that, we'll go over how we did that. So we're going to see how we worked that out. So we've got to find our C, Put our first finger there because that's our root note. Then we go up 2 tones because it's a major chord. 1, 2, land here. Third finger on the E. That's your major third. Then we go up 1 tone and 1 semitone, and we land here on the 5th. So together that's all a C major. So now I want you to play a G major chord using the same methods. You might remember it. If you remember it, that's fine. That's really great. But if not and you want to work it out, that's brilliant as well. So we're looking to play a G major chord in front of us. Can you find a G major chord? Can you play a G major chord? Okay. So time is running out. And here is the answer. That's what you should be playing. Or either of those is your correct answer. So G, B and D you should be playing. So if you got that, yay! Keyboard Katie's back, and you get a point. So you find your root note, which is your G, put your thumb there, your first finger, and then you go up 2 tones, 1, 2, third finger there, because that's your major third, and then 1 tone and 1 semitone, 1, 2, and you put your 5th finger there, because that's your 5th. And you got your G major chord. Congratulations. Now I want you to play an A minor chord, okay? You might remember it again. If you remember in these chords, that's really good. But if you need to work them out, that's fine. Everyone goes in their own pace. And it's really handy to kind of know how you're working them out if you don't really know, because they can help you out down the road. But either way, if you find an A minor, play in an A minor for me now, you'll get the answer. Oh. So the ace chord, A minor, the ace chord. So if you got that, yay, you get a point. Congratulations. I'm going to go over how we figured that out. So we find our root note, put your thumb there on your A. Now because it's a minor chord, we're going 1 tone, 1 semitone. So 1 tone, 1 semitone, we'll land here, third finger here on your minor third, and then we're going up 2 tones to get our 5th. So 1 tone, E, or 4 steps in total, and we land here with our 5th finger, and that's an A minor. So if you play those all together, you get your A minor chord. Now I want you to play a D minor chord, okay? So we haven't learnt this one before, so you probably won't just remember it, but if you use the same method, you'll be able to figure it out. So we're playing a D minor chord. How can you do that? So, do you remember how to figure that out? You got to find a D, and then you're going to figure it out from there. Okay, time's nearly up. And the answer is this, DFA. So if it sounds like this, if you're playing it along with me, then you got a correct answer. Yay. So DFA is D minor. Let's see how we figure that out. We found our root note, put your thumb there, and that's your first note. Because it's a minor, we go in 1 tone and 1 semitone. So here's 1 tone, 1 semitone, and we land here. And you put your third finger there, because that is your minor third. Then we're going up 2 tones to get to our 5th. 1, 2, and we land here. And that's DFA, and that's how we figured out a D minor. Okay, so keep your hand in that position. Remember I taught you a trick how to go from minor to major chords, okay? So try and use that trick. You can figure it out if you want, but try and use that trick to get from that minor chord to the major chord. Okay, so if you remember how you're doing that, think about the notes that are in the chords, which ones might be the same, which ones might change, and how they might go from minor to major. Okay, so time is up. And you should be on D, F sharp and A. So play it with me. Does it sound the same? Brilliant. So if it does, congratulations. Yay, you got a point. If you forgot the tip, we'll go over it again now. So we were on a D minor before. That was a D, F and A. And then we remember we get the middle note, the minor third, and we sharpen it to make it a major third. So we lift it up here and it becomes an F sharp. And then suddenly we've got a D major chord, which is brilliant. Congratulations. Good job, everyone. So now you've got all these chords, they're lovely. You've got a C major chord, you've got a G major chord, you've got an F major chord, you've got a D minor chord, you've got an A minor chord, and they're brilliant. And you're thinking, what do I do with all these lovely sounding chords? What do we do? I don't know why I have fireworks, I liked it. And we look at chord progressions, which is just an arrangement of chords, so putting chords in a certain order. So today we're going to look at the 1, 5, minor 6, 4 chord progression, but we're just going to know it as Where Is the Love by the Black Eyed Peas. And there they are, looking for the love. Will.i.am thinks it's over there. Fergie's got a super high vis glasses on, and she's certain she's seen it in the opposite direction. Everyone's confused, they're looking for the love. Okay, so there's 4 chords in this progression. We're going to use C major or C. We're going to use G major or G. We're going to use A minor, or we're going to use F major or just F. They're the 4 chords we're going to use. So we get them on the screen. C major, play that with me. We'll go really slow. C. And then I want you to go to G major. And I want you to go to A minor. Then I want you to go to F major. So all of these chords are just using white notes. So your hand position can stay the same in these. So you can just move it around. So if you're struggling to find your way around, just try and find the root note with your thumb and keep your hand in the same position. Okay? So we're going to play C major, G major, A minor, F major. Okay. So now we're going to look at our left hand. So ignore your right hand for a minute. What I want you to do is try and play some of the left hand parts that will go with it. So what we do, we're going to play in a C chord. I want you to get your little finger and put it on a C lower down in the keyboard with your left hand. So you should get that note or that note. Either one's fine. I'm going to use this one. And play that with your little finger. And then I want you to play a G in your left hand and play that with your thumb. So when you're playing a G chord, play the G down here with your thumb. And then we're playing an A minor with your left hand. Jump that thumb up one, so we're landing there. Oh, sorry. And then we want to go for an F. So we're playing that with our left hand. And we're playing that with our second finger. So remember, thumb's one, this one's your second. Okay, so together it's going to look like this. C, C, G, A, F. So try and play that with me. Go a bit slower. C, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, A, 2, 3, 4, F, 2, 3, 4. Brilliant. So I'm going to play a drum beat, and I'm going to play along to this drum beat now. So we're going to play together. I'll play first, so it's going to sound like this. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so try and play that along with me. So we're going together in 1, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4. G, 2, 3, 4. A minor, 2, 3, 4. F, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4. G, 2, 3, 4, A minor, 2, 3, 4, F, 2, 3, 4. Keep it going. 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, A, 2, 3, 4, and F, 2, 3, 4. So feel free to pause the video and keep practicing that bit if you'd like. But now we're going to look at the right hand. So these are the chords again. We're going to play them together. Just use your right hand for now. So C major, C, E, G. I'm going to play it here. And then we go into G major, G, B, D. Then A minor, A, C, E, and F major, F, A, C. So it might be a bit complicated because we've just started learning these chords. So if you're struggling, don't worry, you can always pause it, catch up, and then you can carry on. So your C major, your G major, your A minor, and your F major. Okay? So we've got the drum beat again. I'll play it, and then you play along with me afterwards. So it's going to sound like this. 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, A, 2, 3, 4, F, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, A minor, 2, 3, 4, and F, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you play that along with me if you can. So in 1, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, A minor, 2, 3, 4, and F, 2, 3, 4, and C, 2, 3, 4. Now G, 2, 3, 4, A minor, 2, 3, 4, and F, 2, 3, 4. Keep going. C and G. Then we're going up to A minor, and then back down to F. And again, C, up to G after that, then up one more to A minor, and then back down to F. Boom, 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 boom. Brilliant. So if you want to practice that, pause it and practice a bit more if you're struggling. That's completely fine. But if you're happy to go on, we're going to try and put them both together now. So you remember your C chord, and then you C in the left hand with your little finger. 2, 3, 4. Then we went to our G with the right hand, G chord, and your G with your thumb. 2, 3, 4. Then we went up to A minor, and our thumb went up one step too. And then we went to F, and then we used our second finger for that on your left hand. Okay, so it sounds like this. Little finger in C, thumb on G, thumb up to A minor, and then your second finger's going to F, and that's them saying together. So we'll do it with the drum beat again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Feel free to just listen for this bit. So you can start to hear the song now. Just need the singing with it. So okay, we're going to do that together. Get your little finger on C and your hand ready. In 1, 2, 3, 4, and C, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, A minor, 2, 3, 4, F, 2, 3, 4, and C, 2, 3, 4, and G, 2, 3, 4, A minor, 2, 3, 4, and F, 2. Keep it going now. C, and then G, up to A minor, and then back down to F. Brilliant. And again, up to G. Then we go in A minor, and down to F. Brilliant. Keep it going. If yours isn't sounding as neat as mine, don't worry. You're still practicing. I've been playing for years. If you're getting a grip with it, you're being able to play along to whatever level that is, then well done. It's really hard to get this. So you should be happy with yourself. Brilliant. So now, let's look at the song. So I'm going to attempt to sing this song along with the chords that we've been doing. Wish me luck. But yeah, feel free to play along and sing along, and you can practice doing that. We're just going to do the chorus for this. So if you do an intro of the chords, they're written on the side, as you can see. And we're going to play the song. 1, 2, 3, 4. People killing, people dying, children hurt, you hear them crying. Can you practice what you preach, or would you turn the other cheek? Father, 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 help us, send some guidance from above. 'Cause people got me questioning, where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? The love, the love. So that is the chorus to the Black Eyed Peas, Where is the Love? So if you've got all that together, you've gone from 2 weeks from not knowing what a keyboard is to playing a song. Playing a #1 song. I assume it's a #1. It's their best song. It's a great song. So, that's the end of this lesson. It's coming to an end now. The end of this lesson coming to an end. Doesn't make sense, but you know what I mean. So what we did today, we know what a chord is now. We know about tones and semitones. We know 2 different types of chords, your major and your minor chords. And we can figure out how to play those major and minor chords. And then we've had practice playing chord progressions using 2 hands, left hand playing the root note, the right hand playing the chord. And then we learned how to play Where is the Love? So we've gone through absolutely tons today. Well done if you can keep up with it all. You've done really well. And I'm very proud of you all. So let me know if things are too fast or you want to do something else. If you need a bit more time, or if you want me to go over anything, just leave me a comment. That'll be brilliant. So, as I said last week, what I want you to do is practice a few minutes every day. 10-15 minutes a day is way better than playing 2 hours one day and leaving it for the rest of the week. Just try and get down and play whatever you want, and practice what we've gone through. So practice playing those chords, practice playing that song, practice playing the root notes. You can work out more chords, just do what you want really. And then have a play, even if you don't know what you're doing. If you want to make some of your own chord progressions, your own songs, just do it. Even if you don't know what the chords are yet, just start playing and enjoy it. And then leave a comment about any songs you want to learn in the future. That would be brilliant as well. So if you could do that, that would be fantastic. So if there's anything else you need from me, that's great. If not, I'll see you next week. And thank you for listening. So thank you very much. I'll see you next week. It'll be 4 o'clock again. So let me end my stream. Thank you very much. See you next week.